Hello and welcome to another update video about VeChain. VeChain, still in the pattern that we discussed in the last video, very consistent wave count and scenario, hasn't changed for many weeks, if not months even. So the idea is that we had our 1-2 setup down here, okay, and that we're now in this diagonal pattern to the upside. A 5-wave move, the market is moving, the price is moving within parallel trend channels within this ascending trend channel, possibly in a diagonal pattern. The microstructure suggests that this is a diagonal. Basically what I've got is I have a 1, a 2 complete. Wave 3 was likely an ABC structure that finished possibly here on the 27th of December, maybe here on the 16th, but I don't trust that wick, doesn't matter as well. Then we have this dip into our support area that we communicated. Ideal target normally for a fourth wave is the 38.2 retracement level that did offer support, okay? That was here at 2.67 cents, a level I made you aware about. And yeah, the question is now, okay, is this all of wave 4? It's possible. Certainly came down low enough to be all of wave 4, and then a wave 5 could now be unfolding. Would also be an ABC structure and should reach at least 4.4 cents, better 4.9. And what I would prefer, looking at it from a proportional point of view, I'd prefer a lower wave 4, yeah? But again, you know, whenever the price dips into these support areas, any asset really, any coin, then the low could be in. It's just that when I look at probabilities, consider probabilities and look at how long was wave 2 in duration, it would suggest that the wave 4 also gets another C wave down and that the wave 4 is going to be a little longer. In crypto, the wave 4s are often the same length like a wave 2, sometimes even a little bit longer. And here it's certainly shorter at the moment, right? I mean, we've seen a nice reaction, but there is still plenty of space in the support area and the price hasn't reached the lower boundary line of the trend channel. Now, it's no must to go down lower. I just point out what I see, and I don't want to predict this is the B wave, but it would be my preferred scenario. So not because I wanted to come down again, more like, you know, we have to consider it as highly likely, considering that normally a wave 4 in crypto is a little longer than a wave 2. Now we could say, okay, you know, we have now, you know, Bitcoin ETF approved ETFs. And that's generally good news for crypto and so on. And, you know, Bitcoin going up a little bit as we speak. So maybe that's the catalyst that the wave 4 could already be over. And absolutely, you know, it's not so much about that. Obviously, in these videos, we also discuss structure. I never suggest to trade the waves. I suggest to trade the levels. And I assume anybody who wanted to get into VeChain would have done that in the support zone. That is what it's for, to actually find a position, look for a low in these support zones. And the wrong approach is, okay, I'm trading the B wave because the C wave will come down lower. It's not really how to do it. The approach would be we scale into the support area, look for a low, set a stop below the low maybe. Could then even go a little bit more aggressive if there is another corrective pullback. And yeah, just manage risk and take the risk out once the market has moved a bit by adjusting the stop loss. So that's typically how to do it, not to, okay, you know, it's just that probabilities tell me it could come down a little lower, right? But if it's finished, then the target would be here. That's sort of the standard target, the 2.382 extension. It always depends on how high the third wave goes. And that would be the next one to watch. Now, if we assume maybe the low is in, then we can also measure it a different way by taking the length of waves 1 and 3. Then we go to a low of the wave 4, and then we get 2 more levels to watch. 4.05 cents and 5.22. So it's just 2 additional levels to watch. But then again, if the 4 resets a little lower, we would have to adjust that a little lower, and they much more align with the existing levels. The question might also be what happens after the 5th wave. That's what the market needs to show us. What I can tell you is that after we have 5 waves up, if it's still a bullish market, which I currently assume, what we're going to do, we're going to add a support area for this wave 2. Which would mean that, okay, we have 5 waves up. We can consider that a leading diagonal, a wave 1. we are going to add a support area after 5 waves to the upside have shown. And it could form, the price would then have a chance to form a higher low. And from there, we have a setup for a third wave rally. Yeah, that's my update about VeChain. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.